99.9 KISW.
When it hit that shoulder real hard, it just impacted the car. The engine was gone. It was part way out of the car. And, gosh, I'm trying to remember it, but...
Could he get out? Could he walk out of the car after that?
He did.
So do you think the car is designed to break apart like that upon impact, just in case?
No.
All right, that's what I'm saying. Like, I mean, it's just like some $700,000. I mean, I don't know what you get with a car like that. I don't know if it comes apart like the Evel Knievel car. You know what I mean? Like it hits and it.
No. So I, right when I drove by, I called my friend up, and this is I think about 7 a.m. in the morning. I woke him up and I told him to come over and take some pictures of it. So right when it was on the tow truck, he got some pictures of it, and you can just see the wrecked car. And the irony of it is, about 2 years later, at a car show down there in San Jose, the dealership that does, those types of cars, I asked him about that type, and he's like, oh, yeah, the person that bought it was the first one in the Bay Area to own it. And he had taken it back to the manufacturer and had it completely repaired and was selling it.
Damn.
Damn.
Well, I tell you this, man, it's kind of weird how your brain works at times. I want to say the crash was down in Oregon, and it happened yesterday. And I want to say it was an older Ferrari. It might have been a late 70s or early 80s Ferrari. And it got involved with an SUV, and the driver of the Ferrari was killed. And the SUV, the passengers that were taken to the local hospital as well. So it was a pretty bad crash, obviously. They didn't identify the guy from Washington State that died that was driving a Ferrari. At least they haven't at this point in time. But the car looked pretty mangled up and everything else. Now, somebody died in that accident. It doesn't matter if it happened in a Kia or a Nissan or a Ford or a Volkswagen or anything else. And all I could think about when I looked at that picture was, God damn, man, he messed that Ferrari up.
Same thing I thought.
Not that he's dead. I know he's dead, but that's not how my mind works. My mind's like, man, that was a nice car. How stupid is it? You know what I mean?
No, but that makes sense. People die in car wrecks all the time, and it's always the same.
But it wouldn't
crap.
make news if it wasn't a Ferrari.
That is the difference.
Plus, you don't know him personally, so it's,
I don't know him.
You don't know him personally.
But if I saw a mangled Kia or a mangled Ford or whatever, I'd be like, oh,
you worry about the person.
I worry about the person.
Oh man, I can't believe they died.
But it's a Ferrari. I worry about the car.
It's all the same thing. Because even in the picture they use, they don't show the SUV. It's like, look at the Ferrari, and you go, oh my God,
and that's
poor
the thing.
Ferrari.
Like, I couldn't believe how disintegrated the Ferrari was, and it's a two-seater anyway, so you don't have a lot of room, one way or the other. I mean, it's. I thought they would do better than that. So I guess I thought that in the event of a crash, that the car being able to go, but then again, it's a 70s, 80s model. But I just figured a car that could go that fast would have a different set of safety. Maybe if your car can go 175 miles an hour, then maybe it would be reinforced in the front.
But in theory, you would say
around the driving area.
But why? You can't drive that fast anymore. I mean, if I go, look, man,
the Autobahn you can, but you'd think that those, I don't know, I'm wrong.
If you can find a place with that speed limit, then we'll reinforce it. Otherwise,
well, plus with aerodynamics and making a fast car, like you're going to slack on safety. I mean, you're going to build it out of lighter materials and stuff.
Sure.
Okay. I don't know. That's just what I always remember hearing about, like certain cars. Like, you don't want to drive in that thing. It's a death trap. It's made of fiberglass or something.
If you drive at 175 miles an hour, yes.
Anything's a death trap at 175.
Not true, man. No, very true. Hello, Kyle. Welcome to the men's room.
Liquor and whores.
Liquor and whores.
How's it going, guys?
Doing good, man. How are you?
Too bad. Took a day off work today. Enjoying the sunshine.
Nice. You got a 4-day weekend then?
Yeah, buddy.
Nice work, dude. That's the way you think, man. That's how you take days off. If we'd have been smart, we'd have taken today off.
Yeah, well, I was supposed to work overtime this weekend. I work for Boeing, and I was supposed to work overtime all weekend, and then they did me dirty, so I told them to F you pretty much and took the day off.
They did you dirty, huh?
They did me dirty. I ain't giving you overtime.
What do they say when someone does you dirty in the Boeing world? Did they, what is it, what was the other competitor?
Airbus?
Did they Airbus you? Is that what you said?
Yeah. Pretty much, yeah.
Got Airbus, man.
When anything sucks around there, it's all that's the Airbus way.
Yeah, I love the way the media works. Airbus crashes.
I know. If it's a Boeing, plane crashes.
You got to wait to the very end. The Boeing 727 was en route.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So when I was probably about 10, we were staying at my buddy's house, a few of us, and we were all sleeping out on the trampoline in the summer.
Sleeping on the what?
He had a big trampoline.
Ah, okay.
So we all crashed out on the trampoline, had a bunch of, snacks. And
is that like a little kid waterbed? Every time I move, the whole thing shakes.
Pretty much, yeah. You always got to put the fat guy in the middle, so.
But then wouldn't everybody sink to the middle with him?
Yeah, that's why we put him in the middle, and then we just dogpile him.
Okay.
But, so...
Sorry, I don't know why that's just so funny to me. Yeah, put the fat kid in the middle, then we can dogpile him.
Yeah, and I was the fat kid, so...
Even better.
Yeah, right. But, so we're all crashed out on this trampoline. I think we had one buddy that was awake. And all of a sudden, he wakes us all up. And he's like, dude, someone's out there. We're all like, yeah, whatever, dude. You know, why the hell are you waking us up? And then we start rustling around in the bushes, you know. So we're like, so then it's kind of freaked us out. Like, okay, well, what the hell's over there? And all of a sudden, we see this big dude come out of the bushes, like probably 6'5". He might have not big, but he looked big to us because we were small. But
hey, kids, about to have some real fun.
Yeah, no, seriously. And so he's just standing there, like it's pitch black. We can just see his silhouette. You know what I mean? And he's just standing there, like staring at us. And my buddy's like thinks it's like a bum or something. And you want some Doritos? He tries to offer him some food, and dude doesn't say nothing. And then all of a sudden he starts making these weird noises, and these cats start coming out of the bushes towards him. Like 8 to 10 cats. Yeah, these cats start coming out of the bushes, and we're like, what the hell is going on? And so as soon as all these cats start coming out, he's standing under a tree, snaps a branch off the tree, right? Takes out a knife and starts, like, sharpening down this branch. And so as soon as we saw him, we freaked, and we screamed. Like, I remember my buddy just screaming, "Move!" And so my buddy's stepdad comes out, and the dude just peels off through the woods. And he sees him, and we try to go get him, but we can't find him anywhere. And so we tell my buddy's mom the story. She literally pissed her pants, I think, when we told her the story. And, yeah, I don't know, we never found him.
Is that because she knew who the person was, or because she thought it was funny that some 6'5" man who was whittling where kids were sleeping was trying to maybe cause them some harm or scare them?
Yeah, I think they set it up or something like that. But
they had to set him up, because if somebody came to me and said, like, this guy in a truck was driving by and tried to pick up your 2 kids walking home, I'd be like, those guys in trucks.
Windowless vans.
They definitely knew somebody was trying to scare you. He wasn't there to make s'mores. You know, he wasn't whittling sticks for you guys.
Yeah.
All right.
Well, it freaked us out, but
yeah, I guess it did.
My buddy still swears to this day that he couldn't ever get it out of his mom that she set it up.
Okay, well, look, man, you can do a couple things. You can watch you can watch Steve Poole on the 11 o'clock news and determine to yourself that you know it's going to rain and the front's coming in at midnight. Or you can go out and tell those jackass kids to get off the trampolines because it's going to pouring on them at any minute. Or you can go out there and stand and start whittling sticks and having cats come your way. I like the latter. It's more entertaining.
Let me ask you this: were you guys ever allowed to camp out on the trampoline again?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, so she.
Then it was a setup.
That was a setup. Sure.
I
know that giant man with the cats following whittling sticks was out there, but you know what? Why don't you invite your friends over and try it again?
I gotta give him credit. That's a pretty funny one. Just ripping a branch off, and then start whittling.
And the cat whisperer. Yeah. Unbelievable. What a combination. What are you pretty damn sure you saw, or what's the most unbelievable thing you know you've seen? It's Miles and Thrill the Men's Room, 99.9 KISW, Seattle.